Now it is time to move to our next session, next phase of this meeting. Evaluate the speakers. To evaluate the speakers, I would call upon our general evaluator, Toastmaster Alavan, to take the stage.
Thank you, everybody. So we are in the next session of evaluation. This is a very important session for Toastmasters because everyone needs evaluation. And Toastmasters, everyone we think that we are good evaluators. But keep this mind only in this room, okay? Not in outside. Especially if there's spouse involved. And the first evaluator is Toastmaster Ramesh, who's working in as a marketing executive in Honeywell. His native is Chennai and likes sambar rice. And I asked about what is success. He says that until now he is getting sambar rice, till the end he will get the sambar rice, and that is the success. Let's put hands together to welcome Toastmaster Ramesh.
Thank you, Doctor. After hearing the lightning experience of speeches, let me switch on a few lights. First of all, I'd like to congratulate John J. Kumar the way he has narrated. Do you all agree it is an inspirational speech? Yes. Very good. So I'd like to give my speech evaluation in three categories. Number one, how he connected with the audience, the positive introduction. Number two, the content and delivery. And the third one is, what is it for audience? What is the key takeaway for every audience? So if you look at the positive introduction and the audience connectivity, he opened up a question. That's one way of technique to immediately within few seconds connecting with the audience. That gives a comfort in starting up. He has done that. He started with the what is the favorite movie and who acted in that. The first Blood movie. I'll go and watch that movie. He opened up with a question and he well connected. That's a good sign. I will just give comment then and there the scope for improvements. You opened up a question and you didn't give much pass. You take it granted and then you moved on. It would have been good if you could have waited for a few seconds. And your eye contact is very good. You could cover all the audience and your stage presence is very, you use the stage very well, very comfortably, and you're very confident. I've seen your speeches and you're very confident in front of the audience and your benchmark is a little high. And your topic is also very good, which is closer to your heart. That's the reason you could speak from your style. And the examples, what you narrated, a few examples, the brushing examples, which you wanted to bring the importance of how do we prioritize. And the picture example which you have given is very, very apt. And I liked your speech style. The first you started with, I was a little surprised. You chosen the topic brain rewiring, and you started narrating. The first few minutes I couldn't connect with your speech topic, but your style is fantastic. You started with the story of Sylvester Stallone, and it's not just Sylvester Stallone achieved his success. Even everyone can achieve in this, if you think, as you think social you become, you prove that with your clear narration story. You given a root cause why people are not taking risks, not coming out of the comfort zone, and you're given that how you can come out of the comfort zone, and you're given a corrective action. That's a key takeaway. How do we unleash your hidden potential? So I could see one metaphor similar to this is life is like a kind of a rubber ball. The harder you hit, the higher you should rise. Life is like a rubber ball. The harder you hit, higher you should rise. That's what I see from your inspirational speech from Sylvester Stallone. One area for improvement is when you narrated all this story about Sylvester Stallone, the emotions didn't come. The message is conveyed, but you could have narrated little one or two dialogues, how you went through some the failure paths. You should have narrated a little, a conversation, what happened between the director and the Sylvester. It would have been a little added, in your speech, the overall speech. Otherwise, your style of, it's a little monotonous. And then, and one more area of improvement I could see is you have a style of, standard pattern in moving in the stage. Maybe you can look at it. Walking while talking is not good. People used to say. Otherwise, you disconnect with the audience. You take a posture and then convey and then move on. and then convey something. This is one style. If you talk like this and then move, you may disconnect. That's one way of distraction for the audience. And I really liked the final point is every great person is an ordinary person to start with. That is what grew.
Thank you, Ramesh. And next evaluator is Toastmaster Narasimhan, who is 6 months. He is in Toastmasters and working in Cognizant. His favorite food is chapati and dal tadka. I don't know what is tadka means. Favorite actor is Ajit Nayanthara. And when I asked about success, he says that being healthy is success in life. If everyone thinks like that, what I and Dr. Ranjini will do. Let us put the hands together to welcome
The thing about Another sir is he always keeps doing like last time when he introduced me, he said something really funny. This time as well. He really enjoyed it. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests, and special good evening to Dinesh, who I'm here to evaluate. First of all, Dinesh gave a great speech. You actually spoke about one of the most important aspects of Toastmasters, which is mentoring. So I always believe that a mentor is like a sculptor. He actually helps you in making you do things better. And I believe you spoke really well about it and you conveyed the message to the audience. There are 3 key aspects which I believe were really good in your speech, which really stood out. First is the overall narrative with respect to your, say, topic. So you started brilliantly by giving an example. You started off with a story about BBC, which was really good. You were able to connect with the audience and you tried to set the tone or the context at the beginning. And then you laced the content with a lot of examples and statistics, which I believe reiterated the key message that you tried to convey in your speech. And also, when I came to your presentation was very good. Very little text. It was visually more appealing. People were able to relate with the sorry. So, the second most important point is you brought about a personal story. You talked about your mentor, Sundaraman sir, which kind of brought about the connect. Your personal story brought about the connect with the audience, which I believe was very good. And most importantly, the clarity and the confidence with which you spoke. This proves that you had taken a sedulous approach in, say, rhetoric. I just have a few minor feedback, nothing much. I felt that you could have used stage a lot better. Probably the eye contact would have been a lot more better. And even when you are talking about your experience with your mentor, Sundaraman, you could have raised it with a lot of examples, probably highlighted it or spoke about it a lot more. That could have had, say, a lot more impact when giving your speech. So, this is a very important speech. I firmly believe that mentors give us direction. We are nothing without our mentors, and mentors is our stepping stones to success. And I would like to personally thank you for giving an insight into the most important yet most underplayed part in the Toastmasters journey. Like how people appreciate the radiance of a diamond without knowing the person who worked on it. Behind every successful person, there's a mentor. Thank you for highlighting that. It was a wonderful speech. Thank you.
And our next evaluator is Ashwin Anand. He is 1 year in Toastmaster now, and he says that people behind his membership were Toastmaster Krishna Kishore and Sunil Jose. They were the one who made him member. And Chennai is his native. When I asked him about his favorite food, he says that before marriage, a lot of food better, but now only whatever his wife cooks that is a favorite. And hands together to welcome Ashwin.
I said, whatever power that I have, I don't have any choices. And good afternoon once again. Very happy being here. And when I heard I should be evaluated of Renu, the thought is generally when we give a speech, we always think who's going to evaluate us, how they evaluate us. But when Renu is speaking, my thought was how do you evaluate somebody like Renu? That's the answer. Because as people are not aware, In fact, the theme of today, what she chose was storytelling. In fact, professionally, she is a storyteller. Her profession and the passion both are same basically. And coming to the topic, first as I was telling you, very interesting topic and a topic which is applicable for all. It's spread your wings and fly. When I heard the topic first, I was thinking she'll be taking some quotes from some book, and one of my favorite books is Jonathan Livingston Seagull by Richard Bach. I was thinking she should be telling lines with those things. But sharing a personal story, which gives us a very good impact. Generally, everywhere it is said, whenever you share a personal story, the connect is much, much better. And the quote from your mother, you got the quote from your mother, is spread your wings and fly. And you brought in all these emotions very well, especially fear, anxiety, and happiness. The fear, when you first heard you're going to travel abroad, the emotion of fear was really well. And the anxiety, when you felt like nobody's going to be there to pick you up, the anxiety or worry, what is going to happen in the airport. And the happiness of looking at your husband with a friend that gave you a lot of happiness. Those things were definitely good. And the space, understand the space is a little smaller here. You did use, but could have used much better. That is one. And some to challenge yourself to give that point, like you have a very good sense of humor, and you did bring it out once or twice, and probably if it happens more, it's well appreciated also. It will be really good. And to conclude, it is extremely, the speech was extremely professional, and the connect with the topic was very good. And it brought in a few points like the exact life in Hong Kong. You really brought it in front of us, especially how it happened there, the nightlife, the lights. It was as if being sitting in that place and observing in all those things. And thanks a lot for giving a wonderful talk once again. And just to connect with a particular topic, it is said we can't change the direction of the wind, but we can always change the position of our wings. One of my favorite quotes by Richard Bach. So thank you once again. Very professional and keep it going. Thank you.
So our next evaluator is our professor, Toastmaster Thomas Abraham. You all know him, I don't have to tell about him, but one thing I was surprised every time, why like Toastmaster Thomas Abraham joining Toastmasters? Because already a professor and no public, and he was teaching public speaking well before in his college. And when I asked the question, he said that he joined to validate his methods. And I asked him about his native, and he says he's Indian nomad. Any idea what is Indian nomad? Yeah. Whenever I ask some question, I'll get in some word of the day. That is some people traveling from one place to other. And when I asked about his favorite actor, he says politicians, but he says it's not of it. And asked about favorite food, he no comments, he didn't say, but I know that his favorite is medu vada. Because he used to display medu vada so much to impress all the Toastmasters in his speech.
Thank you very much, G. Very nice feeling you give me. As did Dr. Ranjani, because what she shared was actually some lessons about happy life, and who doesn't want to hear that? It's also called the Gospel according to Anthony Robbins. Hers was a very wide-angle presentation, can I say, that brought in psychology, a bit of spiritualism, a bit of her own reading and her own observations and experience. And the question she asked is, why are we unhappy? It's a universal, badly kept secret. So there was an audience ready for it. That was the other merit for the topic. She came up with the classical, so having established the need, she came up with the solution. Here is Robbins' 10, Jadoo thing, of which she kept it in a teaser form saying, here is 4, go buy the book for very smart, and I don't know whether it's a commercial deal in the matter, we'll talk about it. Now, at the same time, what I liked most was the way you handle the questions. It's very tricky. You don't know what's in the other person's mind. So when Priya asked about bereavement, she was very quick to say, it is not the same. There you grieve and forget. And when Kishore asked a tricky question about success and happiness, you borrowed quickly Jim Carrey. So you have a big storehouse of such thing to pull out. So your erudition, your knowledge, your wide reading came to your rescue, which is required in a question, because it's the most unprepared part of a speech is the question answer session. So kudos to you for that. Now, 4 quick suggestions. One is to say that we must give time for the audience because they are not experts in the topic. I, along with someone else, obviously, at least 2 of us missed the book name. I am eagerly writing, like a bank, like a court, clerk. I missed it because I do the evaluation. So give the audience a little more time. Second thought I had is a little more preparation might help in all cases. For example, the flashcards can be kept one under the other or discretely numbered 1, 2, 3, 4 when you put it out. Same thing when you said at the end that 3 columns. I didn't think the audience, you didn't complete it. 3 columns and markings. And last one is you're an author, man. You must say you're an author. You could probably have told the TMOD to give that little slug line because your credibility goes up, not for your ego. Then we listen to you more seriously. The delivery of the message becomes better. And lastly, what did I want to say? Own exam. You started with 365 minus 36 days unhappy dentist. What are you today? That would have clinched the argument. Broadly speaking, a very different topic, given with, delivered with aplomb, gusto, confidence, what have you, as is deserved when an author delivers it. But you didn't tell us that you're an author. It would have been better if you could hear that. Thank you very much.
Anjani was always telling, talk to yourself, talk to yourself. But talk to yourself in your room or don't talk loudly, otherwise I will tell you. So next our evaluator is Varshini, who is 6 months here in Toastmasters. And he says that he joined Toastmasters for improving communication leadership skills and try to have conversation with different age group people. But if we think that that is wrong, actually it's coming from Honda only. That's what.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so 6 months ago when I joined, the first time I came as a guest, I heard one person speak. I still remember the title of his speech, 1 Degree Shift. And that day he was awarded the best speaker award because I voted for him. So today, Krishna, you vote for me. Yes. Jokes apart, that day I realized how much one person puts in, amount of hard work he puts inside a speech. And today again I saw it because today I'm evaluating, I'm feeling all the goosebumps. Today you gave your first speech in the first leadership speech, and you started by keeping the audience interactive with a question and you gave the answer. At the same time, your presentation start was really colorful and you described about Ovation 2019 to the guests for the first time. Moving on, you split out the Ovation as an acronym with OVATION and you tried describing each and every of the letter, what it meant to you. In which you strung each and every letter as a bead of a necklace and you got into each of the words metaphorically with different views, like the snake's view, how it moves, and at the same time with birds fly high, and you try to compare each and everything. At the end, the one most thing I really observed was holding a presentation and using the stage was amazing because he knew how to hold the stage and hold the presentation. He moved onto the left side of the stage and the presentation was now going on, and whenever it was not required, he came into the center and he did a good job. A few suggestions on the whole before you excel in keeping the entire 7 minutes really active with surprise, eagerness in knowing what happened, a clear structure of content, good body language, wonderful presentation and a charismatic delivery. On the whole, a sedulous performance. A few suggestions from my side is that once you had given the presentation, the slide was presented with 5555 rupees, you would have given a voice modulation where it was on Children's Day, what it has to do with the adult population. There could have been a little weird voice modulation. And then again, a lot of challenging words, like for a beginner evaluator like me, it's quite tough to pick up so many words. You would have used some simple, elegant phrases so that it would be more catchy. And then again, when you had ended your speech saying that TIOL is going to be continued for the next week, you should create a sense of excitement or suspense, but you just ended abruptly saying TIOL. That was one thing I noticed. And the last, because you couldn't keep up the time limit, was because I thought you would have avoided this slide which said the difference between the internal affairs and the external affairs, how it got planned. That could have been avoided. On the whole, you did a great job, And next time I'm waiting, you carry the vibes till the next week, and there's going to be suspense till waiting to what is university I want. Good.
So to evaluate Toastmaster Venu's speech, we have a special person who is from Madurai and who loves mutton biryani and having a startup. He is not a Toastmaster, not only a Toastmaster but also a ceremony master. Let's put our hands together to welcome Vijay.
Thank you, Gigi. Good afternoon, everyone, once again, and to my speaker, Toastmaster Venu. So I'll just begin with the positives of the speech, bringing history to life. We started with a heart-touching story, so that we connect with everyone. So everyone was hooked to the story from the beginning. So the usage of characters, Saina, Bhutta Singh, 3 of the main characters. So that was the good thing. So all those 3 characters were able to relate to it, and from the beginning we were able to travel with them. So that was really great. And the other thing which I liked in your speech was the usage of women during the court scene. So the judge and Saina and daughter and husband Bhutta Singh and Bhutta Singh. So that was really great. So since you use the movements actively, we are able to connect to that scene more easily. So that was really great on that one. And the most important thing which I liked about your speech is the love for humanity which you said from the Bhutta Singh's character. Though border separates us, humanity unites us. So that's the motto of your speech. So that was very well done. From the Bhutta Singh's character, they are able to get that. So regardless of our nationality, whether Indian or Pakistani, we are all humans who should love and respect each other. So that's what I understand from your speech from the Bhutta Singh's character. And coming to the suggestions, 2 things. One is the vivid picturization was missing. So you described about India's independence and traveling to Pakistan and family bonding between husband and wife and the daughter. You said that Bhutta Singh got married to Saina and they had a little daughter. But that family bonding you didn't explain much. Then quickly went to the other section, where she went to Pakistan and then Bhutta Singh traveled. So that vivid picturization, if you had described it, then it would be more be connected to the story. And the other thing is, what I observed is, though your body language was good, your suggestions, movements, everything was good, but your facial expression remained neutral. So your face was, you had a smiling face that is good, but not at the time when you are telling about the tragic scenes. So you said about thousands died and train full of dead bodies. Those just went like statistics, so that may not go with the younger generation who uses WhatsApp and Facebook. Something statistics you can just see and forward. So there has to be a drama when you are telling about the tragic scenes and voice moderation to enhance that. So for example, when you said thousands died and a train full of dead bodies, many ladies were raped and abducted. Just a voice modulation, the short pause, the voice at the end would have had more effectiveness to your speech. Other than that, it was an overall great speech. I enjoyed your speech. Looking forward to your speeches. Thank you.
So due to time constraints, we will take the tag report offline. So I will give my general evaluation report. We started on time, and because of a lot of speeches, we are running pretty late. So we take the tag report offline. And one good thing I found that new speakers from different clubs has come today, and we have had a chance to listen to new speakers. And I think we can also use this, and you can continue this in the future meetings as well. And the AC was little too cool. I was thinking of using a sweater, but overall. And one thing, yeah, can you please vote? Have you voted for the best speakers? Yeah. And evaluator. Can you please timer? Can you please remember the qualified?
Yeah, the qualified evaluators are Toastmaster Narasimhan, Ashwin, Thomas Abraham, Varshini, Vijayarajan.
And one thing was during the Dinesh speech, there was little delay in making this one. I think essay Sergeant Babu should do it. Sergeant Babu. So, overall, it was a good meeting, and I hope you will get in time. Over to you.
Good. So with this, we have come to the end of this evaluation session, and I feel I lost my fear. When I started this speech, my heartbeat was gone off like nothing. I was trembling, but now it is normal, and this is something that Toastmaster gives us. I don't want to say examples which John has already mentioned, but this is the fear that I overcome. With this, I would like to close this session. Thank you. I will hand over the podium to Toastmasters today. Also, I would, and I would request you all to look for the best room.
So hope you all enjoyed this different pattern meeting, and I feel sorry for the people, guests especially, who expected that today we might have taken the session to participate. Next week, definitely have that opportunity. So as we started following the practice of having question and answer session at the end of the meeting every week, so I don't want to stop that being done. So we quickly have some few questions, and for the ones who answer that question, we'll come. And there are certain ground rules as we started. Raise, don't tell the answer, you raise your hand. In fact, all of the questions are based on the speakers. So speaker, either the speaker or the evaluator should raise their hand. Yes, this done. So in John's speech, he spoke about synthesis knowledge. In how many days he is capable of writing, scripting his speech? There are again two more questions. There were two gentlemen sitting next to me. I'm not going to, even if they raise their hand, I'm not going to call them. So in his speech, he showed two different pictures having four personalities. Who are they? Those four. To this side.
Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Ramakrishna, and Tommy
Renu's speech, she went for a travel to a different country. So how many of you would be able to answer if I ask which country? No? But that's not my question. How many days? So many hands. Question to think. Which year did she? Okay. Yourself.
1990.
So one more question with the help of grammar. How many times word of the day was used? Priya?
Twice.
No. Yes, I know the answer.
Once.
No.
Good listening, and this is also more information that to all of us that please ensure that using the word of the day every week. Have this and lessons are ready. So we have lastly, we'll have a few guest feedback.
Love, humor, every moment, everything was there. So I made it a fantastic time. I got such a good I really like the way I just feel really young to be here when all equity actually, something which is equity. The right time we were trying to issue qualified training with this years and driving all 25 kilometers to work. So thank you for having me.
Give me one more question.
This is my third meeting this month as well. I really love the all this amazing, as he said, it was a combo of everything, like inspiration, everything. I really like the all.
So since we took, unfortunately we took that report offline, I have to talk about that case. So best role player goes to Toastmaster Adagopan. Best evaluator role goes to Toastmaster Thomas Abraham. Best speaker for the one who inspired us all, Toastmaster Venu. The sound of the cable I declare meeting 522